Good morning. All right. Well, all right. So, you know what? This week has been one of going nowhere. Um, just running in place. Just looking at the closing prices, starting with SPX here. Look at the close. Look at the next one. Almost same place. Next one, same place. Yesterday, pretty much in the same place. We'll see where today ends up. Of course, but looking at Wednesday's high and low, that's support and resistance today, whether we go out trading within those ranges, which maybe so, as consolidation, and can look at it two ways. Well, first way is bullish, of course, uptrend, strong move, cleared the high decisively, void below, which opens the door to a pullback. And but it's not pulling back. It's going sideways and bottoming tail. Traders are buying the dip, and so we don't know. I mean, meaning it could still break down. We need one red day, of course, and as you can see, Nasdaq futures are down here almost 40. So we'll see if we get a big red day closing at the low. Right, that's the big question. Can it close at the low? Even yesterday, when the prices sold off, looked like they were going to go back down and test the low. Buyers showed up yet again and pushed it back up. So we've got this range, and it's one of the things I spoke about near the beginning of the week. Whether it was Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember. But we had that strong move. We talked about, pullback from there because of the strength of the move. And one of the concepts that we discussed was going sideways and reference points to the left, and that sideways price action, should it break to the downside, would open up the door for an easier move to the downside. Meaning, we always look at charts, master trader point of view. It's not so much about names of the patterns. We, of course, focus on that 180 reversals and bottoming tails and so on. But it's about understanding the price action from the point of view of what people are doing. And so in an uptrend, we assume, the majority are bullish, of course. And if it's going sideways, well, they still are bullish and maybe excessively bullish, because now, rather than willing to buy the pullback, they're willing to buy at higher prices. And the assumption is it's going to go up. Well, if it breaks below here, you've got traders that are now caught, with their assumption having been wrong. We don't know that they're wrong yet. So if it breaks down from here, that accumulation turns into supply and distribution to go lower. So we'll see. Right now, it's just running in place, but that's the thought process behind what's going on. Now with SPX, 39.60, I think is a no-brainer. Jake, unless I looked, I didn't see any premium there. I think you had to go to 39.40, 39.60, nothing there, right? A nickel by 15 cents. So 39.40, 40 cents by 50 cents. And so, with markets down a little bit here, that might even be less than that. So, we'll see. Guys, give me 1 second, please. 1 second, please. All right, so futures. second. Crazy today. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This has been a week from hell with tech. And last night, Microsoft did some update and messed up all my charts. It's crazy. This week has been like one of those Murphy's laws on steroids for me, technology wise. Um, Let me just go back and look. 37.50 for Tuesday. You know what? I just don't see it. I don't see it. It could get through the 20, the 50, this unfilled gap. You know, as much as I can use the word no brainer. Oh, can the futures go down there? 37.50. These people are making me nuts. Nice. 1 second, please. Okay, guys, sorry. I was saying 37.50. Unless it's a Black Monday, that's not going to happen. So same running in place, right? Going nowhere. I am 3,800 on the futures. Why is you very bearish? 3,800. Again, that would not be normal. And that's all we have to go on. And, it wouldn't be normal based on the pattern that we have now. Now, if at the end of the day today at 4 o'clock, this was a big red bar that was at 38.60, then I'd say, yeah, we could entertain that idea. But to entertain it right now doesn't make any sense because I have no pattern to base that belief, right? It's all it would be was a belief. So if I believe prices are going to go up or down or sideways, it has to be based on a price pattern. And there's nothing to suggest something so bearish at this moment. Same thing here with the Dow, kind of like a rounding top with the bar that I have, which is in development mode. So I don't know. It's just an inside day. You can see the same range. It's kind of taking on the looks of a head and shoulders kind of a top, rejection, rejection again. And this is a beautiful example, quite textbook, because it did pivot on the way up, higher highs and higher lows versus you see the igniting bar. And, if it had gone straight up and then sideways, so much more bearish. You gotta be kidding me.
Call from Tanya Plain.
1 second, guys. All right. And going nowhere. I mean, this is, wide range bar igniting and just kind of drifting down, running in place in a different way. So nothing we could do. It is what it is, right? And bonds heading back down. Right? Same story for the last couple of months. What we've been talking about, targeting down in this area somewhere. And crude oil, same story. I guess something's coming. This market is so out of its mind bullishly that it's going to explode to the upside and have a blow off, or the underlying, to just have everything the same pretty much somewhere. So, after this run is unusual, but you can only look at it as being bullish. However, we looked at internals earlier in the week and, they haven't changed much. Let's see if I can find them here in this. No, that's not it. Anyway, I know that they haven't changed very much. So the warning of being long is still out there, but markets are holding up. Gold. Maybe this retest or a higher low. Remember what I said was this sell setup potentially might fail. Well, that's what would happen based on a bullish event of this turning into a green bar. That happening. Maybe it's going to take until next week. Makes sense if it's going to happen. Today's Friday. But this sell setup, which is working at the moment, should make a higher low or flip back up here. That's going to give us a bullish bias on gold into next week. And silver. Yeah, market closed. Why the hell are they doing that? I know, because getting President's Day in honor of Donald Trump, Dan said yesterday, pulling my leg. And silver going nowhere. I don't know if you guys read some of that stuff this morning. Now the regulators are, I guess they have to prove that they're getting what they're getting paid is worth something. So now they're out on a witch hunt, as to the GME thing and, how did this happen? Looking into Robinhood again, or traders, or who was behind the little traders and all this. So they started mentioning, oh, silver. Did they ever look at a chart and see not silver is not even moving? Anyway, it's no matter where we look, markets are running in place. The spring is tightening one way or the other. Uh, Most of the patterns say they're in uptrends and bullish price actions, and internals say beware of the long side. So I guess, if something's going sideways intraday, like most of this stuff is, you're either scalping or sitting on the sidelines. Individual stocks, you find different patterns that are applicable to trade, but the markets aren't moving too much. Nonetheless, we had a great little scalper short trade in the futures yesterday here in the green room. So we're finding opportunities. All right, Dan, all yours.
All right, good morning. The zero DTE day. Look forward to that. I posted 2 watches already for call spreads. I posted 2 bullish trades. So I'm just updating the URA here. All of our opens are fine. We have 2 put spreads expiring, hopefully worthless today. And a couple, we got CBS expires today. That looks fine. We have Netflix expires today. Gapping down, but it's under this big green bar. So that looks fine. Actually, I'm kind of wide in the stuff. Right now it's under here. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. Another example where it went against us, but we're totally fine. We did this little bio yesterday. I see it gapping down, but we sold 2/3 in the strength yesterday. So we just have a third left. We're trailing. The 2 bullish ones I posted here as gap breakouts, Quebec Sierra. Look, this is beautiful, beautiful gap. See, it's not gapping to 90. It's bullish pre-market, so I have it here below in the bottom right. FSR, sloppier, but now it's moving a little bit more. But it's a gap, gap breakout. Let's watch that. Kind of like Quebec Sierra better. Thomas, AMAT. Has wide range igniting yesterday. That'd be better for a 1, 2, 3. CX ASML. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 also. I like that came out of consolidation at the 20. So it's a watch. ASML. A beautiful breakout yesterday. Look at those railroad track, 20 and 50. It looks higher. Looks higher. That would be a nice put spread. And also, Texan I have here from my list yesterday. That was a beautiful breakout. That would also be a fantastic 1, 2, 3, which just means we want an inside day. That stays in the upper third. Let's continue here. XERS. Gapping up 781. No pattern. It's a big gap to resistance. INO 1538. That one's better. Put it in a 5-minute chart and see if you can get a bullish setup in the first 30 minutes. Airbnb. Got a downgrade. No pattern though. It's at all-time highs. Oh, I also had Golf Hotel on my list from yesterday. That looks fantastic. Some cruise ships got downgrades. So the three big ones, RCL, and CLH. I think I heard Kramer blabbing this morning saying he would go on one of these 180-day cruises, so they don't bother him. I guess he's proud of his vaccine. He wants to show it off that he's not scared. But no, maybe Condor, McGraw. Let's check the cruises for Condors because now we have support and resistance. Gapping up 274, bullish gap, but sloppy, but it's breaking out. As FET, it may, take a week or so. We nailed these. We stopped out of all of our marijuana stocks yesterday, but every one of them with a nice gains. And there was an article in the journal today that this blast off was totally another Robin Hood toy for the Wall Street boys. Robin's not on GoDaddy. Maybe you are correct. Okay, so we'll do it for next week. Yep. Oh, so I got you. I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at the wrong expiration. 219. All right, so I just typed that to Telegram. Hey Joe, you've heard me say over and over again, I'm not condemning them. I want to use them to our benefit, which is always when the chart supports it. And that means we want to get on when they're pumping it. I don't need their help. I don't need their help to get off the train and to reverse and sell call spreads. I don't need their help for that. Yesterday I said pre-market to both our letters. So I'm like, this, I told you all 99% certainty. I had confidence that was a short-term top. Yeah, Roger. Yeah, RMO is our, yeah, actually, if I said all our opens are fine, that was an incorrect statement. This is our problem child, RMO gapping under the stop. I totally said it looks horrible yesterday, couldn't bounce, and we were in hope mode. I was looking to leg us into a condor, but it just wasn't that juicy. Let's see, this put spread we did yesterday might be a directional also. Laser. It's selling off a little bit. We did a put spread yesterday, and it's a little too sloppy right now for a directional. I had UGM in the list yesterday for a short. Vico Soare, there's no good volume, so we got to come back to that. But it was a bullish close. These are a bunch of earnings here. Same VeriSign, light volume. I don't trust it. No prints. Hubs I posted as a gap and crap candidate also, 30-minute low. Selling a call spread. Same with GoDaddy. D-Dog. Gapping down here, 111, no pattern. Riot. Day trade for what, Cameron? I don't see anything compelling there for me. Net. gapping down, but no pattern. These are all earnings. Same with card. That looks like a possible condor setup now. Bravo Lima, same kind of condor now. We got support below, resistance above. If we can get them wide enough. TWOW, bullish gap. Has room to 60. TWOW. This was very bullish consolidation here after this gap over this bar and gap. So maybe it'll take a couple days to set up. Disney's been on fire. This actually right here, folks, this gap up here on 128, that's what we call a bull island reversal. It's leaving this little candlestick all by his lonesome out there. Disney's, even though their parks are nowhere near the revenue they would like, you know, I guess they're signing people up for their Disney Channel and things because that's a bullish stock. Reg, can't tell where it's printing, but you know, it's up 4 bars, but it looks higher. That is a target 55-ish. Wex, no patterns, up 5 bars. I'm going to delete you. Forward. Very bullish move here. No great setup. Tex, that could be interesting. Over yesterday's high. Charlie, gap breakout. So their 30-minute highs, not bad. And Charlie. Frog, is that a? I see no pattern in Frog. Mohawk, can't tell where you're printing, but this was a bullish turn. BJRI restaurant, no pattern, but remember when they said these look at this. Look at this. Remember they were saying these restaurants and the options were priced for bankruptcy. They really were. Look at DRI here. It's a bull 123 on the weekly. Some garden restaurants. I gotta keep that looks. I'm gonna look at that over the weekend. DRI, I like that weekly a lot. A lot. Oh, Futu, folks, we're short a bear call credit spread, and I tightened the stop pre-market. Forgot to give that to you. But that looks great. We'll look to take some partial profits. ARTL for Ringen. Gap's too big for me, but it's holding very well. You know, you just need a 5-minute setup. 5-minute setup, and your entry and stop. Vandana's the one that gave us that beautiful bio. ADTX. There's no setup here, and it looks like there's no volume the way it trades. But I wouldn't touch this thing, Bandana. Today's Friday, unless it took out Wednesday's high. Netflix, there's no pattern. We got a put spread though, John, but no pattern. Yeah, Space, yep, Space had a bearish gap. That's a call spread candidate under yesterday's low. I'm gonna say